Wow, I'm sure you'll agree that is an amazing customer story. Hello, I am Sammar Farooqi from SAP, Consumer and Retail Leader for EMEA South. It's my pleasure to be with you today and address this keynote. Today, as grocery and food retailers, we are at the crossroads of a major transformation. Our industry is one that is under a major transition from a traditional model to one that will set and define the pace for the decade to come. So today, when I talk about transformation, I want to think about all of the end-to-end relationships, organization, customer experience, employee experience, and all the orchestration that it takes to deliver an end-to-end experience for grocery and food. So the way that we're going to address this challenge in the 20 or so minutes that I have with you today is to look at three primary insights that I can share with you that are coming from our experience as SAP and how you can benefit from that insight and opportunity from SAP. So what are our key insights? Well, today we're going to talk about the impact of digital commerce. We're going to look at procurement and what does that mean for the grocery industry moving forward. And we're going to talk about experience, the store of the future, the contactless experience that no doubt many of you are looking to deliver today or in the very near future. What do these all mean? Well, let's get into it. So firstly, to share some key stats coming out of the region with you. As recently reported, Carrefour has shown that in the region here in MENA, online orders spiked by over 917% in KSA between January and June 2020. I'll repeat that, 917%. The UAE, as a sole market on its own, saw a jump of near 257%, and Egypt saw 747% increase in the same period in the commerce channel. So of course, the commerce channel for food and grocery has been majorly impacted by a massive spike in demand. But it's not just a spike. It is very much the next normal. This is how customers will relate to us as grocery and food retailers, principally as we move forward. We also saw, as reported by CNBC and McKinsey, that grocery delivery in the UAE saw a 31% increase in the number of users in the same period, with 66% of those customers saying that they're likely to continue to using that service after the crisis is over. So what is that telling us? These habits of moving to digital are going to remain permanent. There will be a significant shift and a permanent shift to digital for a significant portion of grocery and food retail. This acceleration is a direct result of the pandemic and how habits have evolved due to a stay-at-home or minimize outgoing concept. People are practicing social distancing, they are wary to enter crowded malls and stores. And as a consequence of that, of course, they will spend less time in stores and spend more time engaging with your brand digitally. So if you look at how Walmart has reported the last year, we can see an incredible result. So Walmart, being the world's #1 grocer and its primary market being the continental North America area, has responded that it has seen a 97% growth in its commerce business in the same period. And they have seen that rapid development also because they have been able to scale their commerce operation and innovate rapidly, for example, by offering curbside pickup, so click and collect from the store, but via curbside, that allows it to scale rapidly and fulfill the demand of the customers. Again, of course, customers are impacted by the pandemic, are looking how they can get more efficient experiences. And this has seen a major growth for Walmart, near enough 100% increase. At the same time, Walmart has also reported like-for-like year-on-year growth, sales growth in store has been near enough 10%. And that's been supported by the frequency of visits, but also by the basket size. So whilst customers have been going less frequently than they would have before to Walmart stores, they've increased by nearly 27% their average transaction basket. So a significant additional volume is going through each individual customer. So customers are buying more products less frequently, reflecting their needs and wishes as per the pandemic restrictions. So as we're seeing this customer behavior evolve, grocers have been challenged to scale and grow accordingly. And so Walmart, for example, has in the same period hired nearly 400,000 hourly workers to support the fulfillment of online orders, clean stores, and stock shelves. This amount of additional labor has been required to scale the business, to grow and support the demand and deliver the high quality of experience that customers expect and the trust that they have in the Walmart brand. So these are all interesting and key lessons we can learn, that to deliver experience, we need to scale appropriately. So our key insights that I talked about up front, the first one is around digital commerce. And so the insight here that we can see from the lessons learned by some of the leaders in the industry very much is to scale digital commerce with strategy and with reliability. So what do I mean by that? With a strategy. So as you can see illustrated here in this video, we at SAP do have a strategy to support our customers to grow their commerce presence. And wherever you are in your current commerce journey, and whether you're a B2B or a B2C or a D2C, direct to consumer retailer, the opportunity very much is there to work with SAP to build a roadmap, starting from very rapid deployment through to scaling the solution around SAP's opportunities that allow you to grow your business and scale accordingly and develop more and more sophisticated and complex end use cases that deliver the experience that you need. So start small, scale appropriately, and access the key services that enrich the customer experience to ultimately take you to an endpoint of connected experience. Connected experience is one that joins all the individual experiences together, from digital through to in-store, through to marketing and social, and connects that with a single identity for the customer across all channels. That is a powerful insight you can leverage with a roadmap from SAP. So scaling means being able to cross each individual threshold and grow your business accordingly and have the supporting skill set, capabilities, architecture, and technology that gives your business the insight to be able to grow. A misstep here could damage your brand online or deliver a poor experience via digital channels that ultimately may cause customers to go elsewhere. And a lost customer typically may never come back if they find fulfillment and quality elsewhere. And so very much we want to make sure that you are in prime position with your customers in every scenario. Now, another important consideration as we look to transform going forward is how customers choose to buy in the future. Now, we have, as an industry, mastered the traditional model of in-store experience, the classic supermarket, hypermarket, and convenience store. Now, these formats have essentially remained unchanged for more than 2 generations. However, the generation coming now, the discerning digital consumer, the Gen Z consumer, is more likely to buy digital first. And now we've talked about the importance of your commerce channel, and moving on from that, you might be asking, what is the next major trend in commerce itself? Well, absolutely, it is subscription commerce. Just as much as we as consumers individually today subscribe to digital experiences, be that Netflix, Amazon Prime, or Apple, we all subscribe to digital content upon which we receive various benefits and content that we can consume. The same concept has been emerging in grocery retail, principally focused on core essentials and FMCG that customers buy on a regular, fixed, or typically fixed schedule. So consumables such as home cleaning products, or indeed nappies and diapers if you're of a certain age, or certain food items, customers tend to buy on a regular fixed basis. So commerce pure plays are rapidly offering customers discounted deals on those core essentials if they subscribe. That now offers the consumer convenience, control, steady supply, but also offers the retailer providing the service a steady cash flow, consistent demand, and the ability to negotiate much larger discounts with major suppliers. So with this model coming in, customers will increasingly look to mix their acquisition of their core grocery and food, and in that I include typical supermarket purchases, such as FMCG, through other channels. If you're regularly buying, as we all are, washing up powder, dishwasher tablets, or indeed a crate of soda, that consumption can easily be fulfilled by other providers, sometimes even potentially as a loss leader. So subscription commerce is an extension of the digital experience that allows you as a retailer to offer subscriptions as part of your connection with the customer to fulfill that need. So where a customer will take core food essentials, potentially from others, you can now offer that as a subscription and combine that with incentives, personalization, marketing, and the individualization of the offer with customers to make sure they remain inside your domain. As a food retailer, it is critical to offer the right mix. And as you get to know the customer better by adopting the right loyalty platform and the right analytics, you can customize and personalize the offer to the customer around their specific cultural, religious, dietary, or health needs that therefore puts you in a much stronger position to be able to fill that need, and they will come to you first. And therefore, creating that positive feedback loop with the customer through subscription allows you to claim regular revenue, offer a greater experience to customers, and drive that through. The SAP, of course, we have technology to support you in offering that to customers, not only as regular repeat orders, but also as a continuous subscription of experience, product, and fulfillment that allows the customer to develop a longer term relationship with you that ultimately drives greater satisfaction. The second significant insight is with smart procurement. We all recognize, of course, it's one thing to promise the customer, it's one thing to have the individual offer to the customer well prepared, but if you're unable to fulfill that, if you don't have the supply on hand, of course, customers will eventually be disappointed and may not trust us. So, as you saw with the Eldara case and as illustrated here, SAP, through its Ariba platform, enables smart procurement. It allows brands and organizations to connect globally with a network of suppliers and find the most appropriate opportunity to source product from multiple jurisdictions and multiple countries. Find your best supplier, be that from a quality perspective, a financial perspective, or both, and deliver the outcome that you need to make sure you can fulfill your supply chain requirements. Such an approach ultimately delivers major bottom line benefits in terms of savings, efficiencies, supply chain and distribution savings, as well as the right approach to give your organization scale. Be at the forefront of the supply chain by ensuring you have the right network of suppliers with SAP Ariba. And as you've seen here, this has been very successful for Aldara in the region. And then we look to finally, as the third insight, is to exceed customer expectations through innovation. So you would have heard a lot about the challenge of customer experience over the last 2 years and how contactless experience is the way forward. Well, I'm pleased to share with you today that experience very much is live and real. I'd like to share with you the experience of our customer, Valora, in Switzerland. Valora is a convenience food retailer that has a convenience concept, which is a pop-up store in a shipping container that is fully automated. As you can see illustrated here, customers register with the app, can access the store via app, have a contactless experience inside the store, add to cart by NFC, pay digitally, personalize their experience as they go, and leave satisfied and not have to manage any other touch point on the way out. A full end-to-end frictionless experience enabled on a full end-to-end SAP platform. The store of the future is here. And underlying that store of the future are all the elements orchestrated to make it work. The logistics, the supply chain, the enterprise resource planning system, the restocking process, the customer experience in store, the marketing, the customer identity, the POS. All of these are touch points combined by SAP to deliver that seamless end-to-end experience that customers demand today. And for your brand, for your experiences, you can take some or all of these experiences and reconfigure them for your business. And as SAP, we'd be happy to work with you to roadmap how you can potentially use some or all of these potential services to offer a unique brand experience for your customers. Why leave any stone unturned to satisfy your customers and offer them something unique? Use the opportunity here to connect with us and understand how you can leverage some of this technology for your business. Now, once you have some of these assets in place, you can further explore how you get closer with your customer. And so in conclusion, as we draw all these threads together, the most critical challenge remains for all of us as grocery and food retailers is to be relevant to the consumer for the coming decade. We want to transition from being retailers and experience providers to being lifestyle partners. And the way we can do that is by exploiting the power of insight and data and managing all the connected touch points of the experience to offer the customer the most personalized, relevant, cost-effective, value-driven, and high-quality experience and product that they need. And with that, we can then orchestrate our supply chain, our availability, our warehousing, our merchandising, and our procurement to make sure we have the best possible product on offer at any time. So, as I described up front, when we talk about transforming for a new era, we have to manage each individual aspect of our business to transform, to be ready for the consumer and their expectations moving forward and coming out from the current crisis into a new era. So with that, I'd like to thank you for your time. please connect with me by scanning this code. We're more than welcome to have a conversation with you and discuss in more detail how SAP can help your organization map its pathway to a future that delivers superior experience, higher value, and greater profitability. Thank you once again, and look forward to engaging with you at the event. Stay safe.